The M777 howitzer is a towed 155mm artillery piece. It succeeded the M198 howitzer in the United States Marine Corps and United States Army in 2005. The M777 is also used by the ground forces of Australia, Canada, India, and Saudi Arabia. It made its combat debut in the war in Afghanistan. The M777 is manufactured by B Systems Global Combat Systems Division. Prime contract management is based in Barrow-in-Furness in the United Kingdom, as well as manufacture and assembly of the titanium structures and associated recoil components. Final integration and testing of the weapon is undertaken at Bay's facility in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Design. The M777 began as the ultra-lightweight field howitzer, UFH, developed by Vickers Shipbuilding and Engineering's Armaments Division in Barrow-in-Furness, United Kingdom. This company was bought by B Systems, which ended up responsible for design, construction, and assembly through its US-based, B Systems Land and Armaments Group. The M777 uses about 70% US-built parts, including the gun barrel manufactured at the Watervliet Arsenal. With a weight of 4,200 kilograms, 9,300 pounds, the M777 is 41% lighter than the 7,154 kilograms, 15,772 pounds, M198 howitzer it replaces. Much of the weight reduction is due to the extensive use of titanium. The M777 can be transported by helicopter sling load, transporter aircraft such as the C-130, or towed by air-braked vehicles weighing over 2.5 tons, 2.8 short tons, such as the FMTV and MTVR. The minimal gun crew required is 5. Compared to a previous 9. The M777 uses a digital fire control system similar to that found on self-propelled howitzers such as the M109A6 Paladin to provide navigation, pointing and self-location, allowing it to be put into action quickly. The Canadian M777, in conjunction with the traditional glass and iron sights/mounts, also uses a digital fire control system called the Digital Gun Management System, DGMS, produced by Leonardo MW with components of the Indirect Fire Control Software Suite, IFCS, built by the Firepower team in the Canadian Army Land Software Engineering Centre. The Leonardo MW portion of the system, known as LINAPS, had been proven previously through earlier fielding on the British Army Royal Artillery's L118 light gun. The digital fire control system will be powered by a unique new design of rotary generating engine designed and manufactured by Liquid Piston. The M777 may be combined with the M982 Excalibur GPS-guided munition, which allows accurate fire at a range of up to 40 km, 25 miles. This almost doubles the area covered by a single battery to about 1,250 square kilometers, 480 square miles. Testing at the Yuma Proving Ground by the U.S. Army placed 13 of 14 Excalibur rounds, fired from up to 24 kilometers, 15 miles, within 10 m, 33 feet, of their target, suggesting a circular error probable of 5 m, 16 feet. In June 2012, Gulf Battery, 2nd Battalion, 11th Marines, out of Camp Pendleton, California, dropped the M982 Excalibur round on insurgents at a range of 36 kilometers, 22 miles, in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. This marked the longest operational shot in the history of the M777 howitzer, and the longest operational artillery shot in history for the Marine Corps. In 2014, the U.S. military began fielding several upgrades to its M777 howitzers, including new liquid crystal display units, software updates, improved power systems, and muzzle sensors for onboard ballistic computing. Future upgrades include a touchscreen chief section display, a new mission system computer, and a digital radio. In May 2017, the U.S. Army revealed it was buying the Swedish bonus round as an interim system as a result of the required phasing out of cluster munitions from artillery shells, complying with policy to achieve less than 1% unexploded ordnance from non-unitary explosives. The bonus has two sensor-fused munitions deployed by a 155 mm carrier projectile that scan the ground for targets and fire explosively formed penetrators down from the air. The system has been tested from the M777 howitzer. Variants: M777 gun with optical fire control. M777A1 digitization upgrades with the addition of an onboard power source, satellite global positioning, inertial navigation, radio, gun display unit, GDU, and section chief assembly, SCA. M777A2 Block 1A software upgrade. Addition of an enhanced portable inductive artillery fuse setter, EPIFs, to enable Excalibur and precision munition compatibility. M777ER experimental upgrade created by the Extended Range Cannon Artillery, ERCA, project modified with a 52 caliber barrel, adding 1.8 m, 5.9 feet, to the cannon and less than 450 kilograms, 990 pounds, to the overall system, extending range from 30 to 70 kilometers, 19 to 43 miles, concept only. Service history: United States Army 18th Field Artillery Brigade, Airborne, at Fort Bragg, North Carolina was the initial Army test bed unit for the M777 lightweight 155 mm howitzer, which included 1st and 3rd Battalions 321st Field Artillery Regiment. Gun Section 2, 2nd Platoon, 5th Section, Bravo Battery, 211th Field Artillery, FA, was the first U.S. Army unit to fire the M777A in combat on January 2, 2008 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In June 2007, the M777 in its A2 configuration was assigned to the U.S. Army's 3rd Battalion, 321st Field Artillery Regiment. 3 to 321 FA deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom in December 2007 and has become mission capable since January 2008, making 321 FA the first U.S. Army unit to utilize the M777 in combat in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. In April 2008, the M777 was deployed for testing with the 2nd Battalion, 8th Field Artillery of the U.S. Army at Fort Wainwright in Fairbanks, Alaska. On July 20, 2008, at Camp Shelby, Mississippi, the 1st Battalion, 108th Field Artillery, 28th Infantry Division, Pennsylvania National Guard became the first field artillery unit of the National Guard to field and fire the M777. C Battery 1108th FA was the first National Guard unit to shoot the M777 at Camp Shelby, Mississippi. 2 U.S. soldiers from 2-319th FA were killed from a breech explosion and other members of their gun crew were injured while attempting to fire a M777 at an ISIS mortar position in northern Iraq. Multiple firing incidents have occurred during training with the M777, including a fatal one in February 2014 with 3 to 321 FA BN of 18th Fires Brigade at Fort Bragg, NC, and previously in 2011 with Marines from Camp Lejeune also at Fort Bragg. Marine Corps. In May 2005, 3rd Battalion, 11th Marines, based at Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center 29 Palms, became the first Marine unit to begin fielding the new M777. 580 systems will be supplied to the Marines, and 421 to the U.S. Army and National Guard. In March 2016, 200 Marines and 4 M777A2 howitzers from the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit set up Firebase Bell, officially the Karasor Counter-Fire Complex, near the Iraqi town of Makamor, supporting the Iraqi Army's Mosul offensive. The firebase is only 15 miles, 24 kilometers, from ISIL-controlled territory, and one Marine was killed in a rocket attack on March 19, just days after arriving. Direct attacks on the base dropped off in the following weeks as the Iraqis captured surrounding villages. The Marine howitzers fire every day in support of Iraqi maneuvers, using high explosive, smoke, and illumination rounds. They were relieved by Army soldiers after roughly 60 days, after firing more than 2,000 rounds in 486 fire missions. In March 2017, the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit was deployed to Syria to provide artillery support with their M777s for forces seeking to eject ISIL forces from Raqqa, Australia. In 2008, the Australian Defence Force made a U.S. foreign military sales request for 57 M777A2s worth an estimated $248 million. Subsequently, 35 guns were purchased for the Australian Army to re-equip the 1st Regiment, Royal Australian Artillery and the 4th Regiment, Royal Australian Artillery, replacing 155mm M198s and 105mm L119 Hamels. The first deliveries of M777A2 began in late 2010. An additional 19 guns will be bought directly from American production lines to enable a total of 6 batteries. Concurrently, the Australian Army has acquired guided 155mm munitions in the form of the M982 Excalibur and XM1156 Precision Guidance Kit. Brazil. In 2010, the Brazilian Navy evaluated the 155mm M777 as a candidate to replace the 6 155mm M114A1 howitzers of the Marine Corps branch. The successor to the M114 has not yet been chosen. Canada. In December 2005, 1st Regiment, Royal Canadian Horse Artillery, conducted an inaugural firing of its first 155mm M777 towed howitzers, for a total of 6 guns. The 6 guns delivered were supplied by the United States Marine Corps under a Foreign Military Sales, FMS, contract between the U.S. and Canada. First, the guns were tested by B Battery, 1 RCHA at CFB Shiloh and then were deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Archer, and were put into service in the Canadian Theatre of Operations around Kandahar in early 2006. In the summer they made a significant contribution during the Battle of Panjwee when a small number of rounds were used to huge effect on Taliban elements retreating from the battle area. Many of the 72 reported killed during the heaviest period of fighting were due to artillery fire from only 2 of these guns. In late fall of 2006, the Canadian M777 howitzers were equipped with the Digital Gun Management System, DGMS, which greatly improved accuracy and led to these guns being used for short-range close support of Canadian and U.S. ground forces. However, until early 2007, ammunition supplies were constrained and led to reduced firing. They proved so successful that an order for an additional 6 guns was placed with B. In May 2009, the Canadian government ordered a further 25 minutes and 777 seconds, bringing the total to 37. The DGMS is also being improved with integrated communications. Colombia. B is offering M777 howitzers to the Colombian Army, along with M109A5/A6 Paladin self-propelled guns, for their artillery contest. The initial purchase is for 12 units, which may be raised to 25 units. A decision among 5 companies will be made in 2014. India. The Indian Army has also announced plans to acquire 145 guns for $30 billion, $459 million, but purchase plans were overtaken when the procurement process was restarted in July 2010. India's Ministry of Defence cleared the proposal for buying 145 guns for $660 million on May 11, 2012 through the U.S. government's Foreign Military Sales, FMS, process. This was put up before the Ministry of Finance for clearance and will subsequently be taken up by the Cabinet Committee on Security for final approval. On August 2, 2013, India requested the sale of 145 M777 howitzers for $885 million. On February 24, 2014 the purchase was again postponed. On May 11, 2014 the purchase was cleared by India's Defence Ministry. On July 11, 2014, the Government of India announced that it would not order the guns because of cost issues. On November 22, 2014, the selection process was restarted under the Make in India program. On May 13, 2015, the Defense Ministry approved 900 crore to buy 145 M777 ultralight howitzers from the US. On December 15, 2015, the Indian Ministry of Defence said it was keen on placing a follow-up order of 500 more M777 guns. On June 26, 2016, it was announced that 145 guns will be purchased by India for $750 million. On November 30, 2016, Indian government completed the deal to buy 145 howitzers from the US. The deal was completed in December 2016. Indian Army received first batch of 2 M777 howitzers on May 18, 2017. India received its first shipment comprising 2 howitzers on May 18, 2017 in New Delhi from United States in ready-to-use condition. It was reported that on September 2, 2017, the barrel of one of the howitzers was damaged while firing locally made ammunition during calibration trials. Saudi Arabia. In 2011, Saudi Arabia ordered 36 M777A2 155 mm towed howitzers from the United States, along with 17,136 rounds of high-explosive, HE, ammunition and 2,304 rounds of longer-range rocket-assisted projectiles, RAPs. The Saudis have purchased HMMWV vehicles to tow the guns, haul ammunition, and carry the crews and their gear. However, they did not order any GPS-guided 155 mm Excalibur shells for their M777A2 guns. Combat history. Iraq War. War in Afghanistan. Military intervention against ISIL. Operators. Current operators. Saudi Arabia, 70. Australia, 54 systems. Canada, 37 systems. United States, 1,001 systems, 580 for the Marine Corps and 421 for the Army and Army National Guard, have been ordered. Both the U.S. Army and Marine Corps field a pure fleet of M777A2 variants. India, 145 guns for the Indian Army. Deal finalized via a government-to-government contract. 25 guns to be delivered by mid-2017 and rest of them will be built under the Make in India banner. Potential operators. United Arab Emirates. On May 5, 2016, B Systems confirmed that it is working with Emirates Defence Technology, EDT, to develop a self-propelled version of the M777 howitzer for the UAE Armed Forces. B Systems believe they have substantial opportunity to sell the M777 to Chile, Denmark, Italy, and Portugal. Type howitzer. Place of origin United Kingdom. Service history. In service 2005 present. Used by sea operators. Wars. War in Afghanistan. Iraq War. Syrian Civil War. Iraqi Civil War, 2014-17. Yemeni Civil War, 2015 present. Saudi Arabian-led intervention in Yemen. Specifications. Weight 4,200 kilograms, 9,300 pounds. Length combat, 10.7 m, 35 feet 1 in. Travel, 9.5 m, 31 feet 2 in. Barrel length 5.08 m, 16.7 feet. Crew 7+1. Shell M107, M795, ERFB, M982. Caliber 155 mm, 6.1 in. Carriage split trail. Elevation 0 degrees to plus 71.7 degree. Rate of fire normal, 2 rpm. Maximum, 5 rpm. Effective firing range M107, 24 km, 14.9 miles. ERFB, 30 km, 18.6 miles, base bleed. Excalibur, 40 km, 25 miles.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.